warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. In store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now back to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Page. And he's brought down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Up breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Pushes him over, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll look to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Vikings 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Carter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hines setting up the screen for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Hines. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Love. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Detroit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chaz Surratt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he looked.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Hines. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Lions first.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! That's caught. T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 21, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 37-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Hines. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. Hines. He finds his man. Complete. It's Love. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the
touchdown, Vikings! Dawson Knox hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 28, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Hines. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Hines. Finding Knox there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day. All day. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hines. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll buy some time right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Back to throw. Hines over the middle, complete. That's Love. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Again, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. They run it again with Cook. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can